Spirit sent me here to tell you that you are focusing too much on things that don't matter. And I know it's kind of hard for some of you to hear because, of course, it feels like it matters. Of course, these things feel important, right? But what they're showing me is that, like, when you take a step out of the box and when you look at the bigger picture of things and when you look at not just the next step or not just the next few weeks or a few months or whatever, right? When you look at the bigger picture of things, you'll see that, like, the things that you are literally stressing yourself, worrying yourself about so much, they don't matter. They don't matter. Page of Swords and the Hermit. I am definitely hearing meditation. I'm hearing that they want you to meditate more. If you don't meditate already, that's something to get into. Sitting with yourself, allowing yourself that time and that space to connect with your guides, to connect with your higher self. This very much feels like a transition phase right now. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, and we also have the Death card coming out in reverse. This feels like a transition phase for you right now. You really are going through a rebirth. You really are. And it's like, I feel like that's probably why things are so difficult right now. And words. I feel like that's also why you're focusing on these things that aren't important or aren't going to matter. And it's because the old version of you would freak out about those things, would be worried about those things, would need to have control over those things, right? But like the thing is, again, you're going through this rebirth. Like this is a death to that version of you, so that the new you, this different version of you, this version of you that is closer to your higher self, that is more spiritually conscious, so that that version of you can emerge, right? But again, within that, you start to realize and see where things don't matter, where you don't need to stress yourself about it. It's also really about like what I'm hearing is letting go and letting God, period. Letting go and letting God. And the thing is, like, that's way, way easier said than done. It's way easier said than done, because that truly means surrendering. That truly means letting go of the expected outcome, right? And completely trusting and knowing and believing that things are working out in your favor, that things are being set up for you behind the scenes, because they are. They are. It's like you don't have to worry yourself about these things. You don't have to constantly have your guard up, right? You don't have to constantly worry. Spirit is trying to pull you out of that thought process, that mind space, that mind frame. You know what I mean? I just keep hearing like you're focusing on the wrong things is what I'm hearing. You're focusing on the wrong things. Meditation. I'm also seeing going out in nature, grounding. Honestly, I'm seeing you hugging trees. Like, and I know some of y'all gonna look at me like I'm crazy, but like it really does help you release a lot. It really does. So what I'm hearing from what I'm hearing from your guides, is, why don't you trust that we've got this? Why don't you trust that we've got you? Why don't you trust that everything is working out for you? And I get it. Like, you've been through some shit. Like, there have been plenty of times in your life where you thought things were going to work out one way and they didn't. Like, it's understandable. I get it. But at the same time, you have to understand, again, like, this is a different version of you now. You have more knowledge. You are more spiritually conscious. You are more spiritually inclined, right? You have that connection with your guides. Again, it's a different version of you. You can't keep associating this new version and this new chapter that you're stepping into with this old version of you, right? Like, what I am seeing here of stepping out and really being seen. Allowing yourself to really be seen for who you are. They're showing me that the mask hasn't fallen yet, right? Like, we all wear a mask to an extent. But once you get to that point of not caring anymore and wanting to live from your authentic frequency, you no longer wear a mask. Because you say, fuck it, I don't care. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. It is what it is. I don't give a shit. Take me or leave me, right? Because you get to a point where you understand that you're not going to be for everyone, right? And that's okay. That's okay. Not everyone is for everyone. That's fine. You know what I mean? But it's also, what I'm also hearing very clearly is it's quality over quantity, right? Like, you would rather have a group of 5 people that are really close to you and understand you and get you and love you and support you and all of that than to have 50 or 100 or 500 people that kind of like you, that might be jealous of you, that don't really show up for you, that don't really pour into you. You know what I mean? Like, it don't make sense. I'm also hearing, and I don't know quite exactly what this means. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it means something for you. I'm hearing take stock of your life. Not just your life, but more importantly, the people in your life. The energies that you're allowing into your space. Because I feel like there are people around you. God damn it, I can't get the card. Oh, there's 2 cards. I feel like there are people around you that kind of almost like, it's like their energy rubs off on you, and even though you try not to worry about things, or even though you try not to focus on things, it's like because their energy is in your orbit or whatever the case may be, like, you start to worry again. You start to focus on these things again that you know you don't necessarily need to. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I'm asking, does that make sense? Like, you won't answer me. I mean, you might answer me, but I can't hear you. Let's see. The cards that just came out says, if you think you are alone, you are not. We are beside you in all the challenges that you face. Trust that outside sources will always be working with you to ensure the best outcome of every situation. We have your best interest at heart. We love you. The other one says, look past what you feel are your incapabilities and instead focus on everything that you have achieved so far. It's okay to acknowledge your weaknesses, but keep in mind that they don't define you. Your strength and your beautiful soul are clear for all to see. And this last one says, you are so much closer to a powerful breakthrough than you may realize. You have been praying for things to heal, for new opportunities to appear, for relationships to improve, and these prayers will be answered soon. But the thing is, you have to stop letting yourself worry about these things that don't matter, right? Take that step out of the box. Look at the bigger picture of things. Sit with yourself, meditate, get outside, ground, talk to your guides, ask questions, ask them for advice, reach out to some sort of mentor, guide, whatever the case may be, right? Whatever part of that resonates with you, even the meditation and the grounding, even if it didn't necessarily resonate, they're still saying go do it. But the rest of what I just said, if any of that resonates with you, definitely do so, right? Literally, like, you are on the threshold of a very powerful breakthrough. Like, we have the 6 of Wands here. This is very much giving victory. Not only that, but I'm hearing public recognition. And this is the thing, again, like, you have to be okay with not everyone liking you. You have to be okay with not being everyone's cup of tea. But within that, like, you still need to operate from your authentic frequency. You need to be 100% yourself. Like, when you start doing that, that is when everything is going to start aligning for you exactly the way that it's meant to be. But right now, the things can't align the way that they need to because you're still masking to an extent. You're still pretending to an extent. Okay, they have one more card. This shit's about to cut off anyway. I feel like there's more, but I'm not really going to go to a part 2. Resilience is one of the strongest qualities that you have. It's gotten you through so many trials and tribulations in the past, and it will continue to do so. Lean on that inner tower of strength anytime that you need it. You've got this. I love you.